One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Razorbacks offense will get the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to ball his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes trouble. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fitted in the window for the score. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket.
It's a running room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the ground, it's Hill. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Complete on the comeback. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Green. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Platt. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking for space. It's Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets in the play. Nice job by the defense.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Cincinnati. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give on the inside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Atkins. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Makes the catch, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Lewis wants to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to throw. It's Green. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Buffaloes pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Lewis to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using the quick game. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Lewis wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. Looking for more room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Razorbacks have moved it inside the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Platt. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Dead center perfect. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buffaloes are on the move. Using his legs, it's Welsh. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Green. On the move and looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start the drive. Read option left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. On the run, it's Welch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.